This is the video I've been looking forward to making. Oh, I'm smiling so much. Now, I know that a while ago, some of you might remember my Blue Phaser and what happened to it with the hole in the engine. Well, today was an important day regarding that bike. Let's just have a quick recap on the state that you last saw that bike in. Excuse the vertical video, but here in this clip you can see how the chain impacted into the engine and left a tennis ball size hole in the lower crankcase. After that happened, I bought this bike, and well, this is really recent, so I'm sure you all remember what happened to this bike, but just in case any of you have forgotten, here's a quick recap. Fuck me. The damage to that bike was quite extensive, despite the crash not looking that bad. Some of you actually donated to help me get back on the road again, and I've decided that I was going to put my blue bike back on the road. That was my best option with the money that I had. So today, my mechanic delivered my new bike. Let's have a look. I just want to show this repair off here. Look at this. That's where the chain went through the engine. You can't even tell. Just look at the size of that hole. Now look at the repair. So there she is, ready to ride. I've just got to put the cover over the front sprocket, which I've got waiting, and I'll be able to go back out again. I'd written this bike off. I honestly thought it were never going to be on the road again, and there it is, good as new. And apparently the chain going through the engine when it breaks is a common fault on these bikes and on many other bikes. It's weird really. You'd think they'd put some kind of a plate in there to stop that from happening. I believe that on some bikes they actually do have this, but I've been told that on the Phaser it's a common issue. When the chain snaps, it punches an hole in the crankcase and effectively it wrecks the bike. Now, as I've told you before, I don't have any idea how bikes work. I just know that the fuel goes in this top bit here, and the key goes in that bit there, and I know that that thing there makes it go. But the guy who fixed it here, my mechanic, is do you want to tell me how you actually done this? Because I bet there's loads of people watching this video thinking, how's he done that? So what did you start with?
You've got to cut the plate it to the actual size of the hole.
What kind of plate though?
Titanium plate I did first.
Alright, that's quite tough though, titanium, isn't it?
Yes.
I would have thought you might have used some kind of an alloy.
I did use alloy afterwards.
Oh, okay.
On the outside of the engine casing, so that could be smoothed into the case.
Alright, so there's a titanium plate on the inside.
Yes.
Then there's an alloy plate
on the outside.
Yep. And just, can you explain, right, to everybody who's watching, how you managed to get that to look like there was never even a hole in it?
It's just a bit of time smoothing over the aluminium plate into the casing, and I use chemical metal just to finish it off.
So that would actually be quite strong then, wouldn't it?
It's stronger than the casing.
Oh, okay. So the part you've repaired is stronger than that.
It's denser than the rest of the engine, and you can hear it when you tap it.
Cool.
So it's definitely stronger than the rest of the engine.
Well, so there you hear it. If any of you ever have this problem, you've got a hole in your engine, maybe you might want to have a stab at doing it yourself, but that's how you do it. I mean, I won't dare. I've got no idea, but some of you might. Even the scratches and gouges what were in my rear sprocket have gone, and the swing arm, all there were chunks out of that, all gone. I mean, that's what I would call 100% repaired. In fact, the part that was damaged and has been repaired is actually in better condition than the rest of it. So some of you might be wondering on how the engine's actually going to turn. Now there's a titanium plate in there, will it affect the crank turning, or will it catch or anything? Well, considering this bike's just been rode over here about 10 miles to be delivered back to me, I'm going to say no. But don't take my word for it. There she is, running perfectly well. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Nothing wrong with it. Bernard rides again.